channel. My name is Sarah Veda, if you don't already know, and if you do know, then groovy. Thanks for coming back. Appreciate you. Yeah, so I have not done a movie review since February, and it is June. So yeah, it's been a while. Which I used to do these every month. I would like to get back into doing that because I enjoy them, and y'all enjoy them. Well, most of you. But yeah, so if you aren't familiar, I mean, I did try to do like obscure movie reviews of like old movies, rockabilly themed movies, horror movies, you know, stuff like that people may not know about. But if you're into that kind of shit like I am, then you probably will be. And it's my job to tell you, to watch them for you first before I tell you, hey, you should go watch it or go fly a kite. That would be a lot more fun. So anyway, I don't know if anyone has heard of this. I know it is really an obscure movie. It's called Frankenhooker. And yes, there's a theme this year, apparently, with lots of boobs in almost every movie that I have reviewed this year. So, yeah. So, yeah, let's get started with that. So this movie is called Frankenhooker. It came out in 1990, although it is more like a really cheesy 80s comedy horror film, which I'm in love with, by the way. But this is actually, yeah, 1990. I mean, a year off. Wow. So yeah, it actually came out June 1st, 1990. As you know, I write things down. It's an hour and 25 minutes. It is directed by Frank Henenlotter, if I said that right. And then, you know, we got Patty Mullen, who plays Elizabeth, which is the girlfriend, aka Frankenhooker. And James Loring, excuse me, which is Jeffrey Franken, plays Jeffrey Franken, which is the boyfriend. He's, you know, the star of the show, really. And this also has Joseph Gonzalez in it, who plays Zora, which is this big, bad, like, basically the one who owns the prostitutes. Yeah, that one. The hookers in the strip clubs and whatever. So yeah, anyway, and this is all by just how I feel. So, and there are going to be spoilers in this. So, yeah. So yeah, first of all, we got this opening scene, right, of Jeffrey sitting here, and he's on the kitchen table, mind you, which you don't realize till Elizabeth's mom comes in, because they're actually at a birthday party for her dad. But yeah, if you want more actors, actresses, IMDb it. I just did the main ones. So yeah. And he's just sitting here and he's just playing with this brain in a jar with one eye, trying to get it to just watch his hand, whatever. And you're like, okay, cool, got it. Brain, cool. I think it's cute, but I'm weird. So, and he's just sitting here, and then all of a sudden Elizabeth's mom comes in and she's like, oh, could you pass me the ketchup? Like, there ain't just, you know, her soon-to-be, but they're about to get married, by the way. But, like, she's not sitting there, like, her soon-to-be stepson, or not stepson. Yeah, no, that's not it. Yeah? Is that the word? Stepson? Stepmom? Stepdad? Yes, that is correct. I must be the brain that was in the jar. And, honestly, there's no relevancy to this brain either. There really isn't. You see this thing maybe 2 times during the whole film, and it's like, what's its purpose? Just a pet or something? I don't know. But, yeah, there's that, too. So, anyway, we got her asking for some ketchup. Like, there's no big deal. Oh, just playing with the brain on the kitchen table during a birthday party. Oh, that's great. Yeah, thank you. And just walks out. And then she's talking to her friend about her overeating habits or whatever. And then she comes in and is just like, oh, what's that? You should come outside and take a break. Like, nobody, this is just normal, I guess. This is just normal. Also, he's like a medical student, but not really. Like, he was good. He was going to go to medical school, and then he just, it's a big Frankenstein. I mean, it's Frankenhooker. Hello. Very close to Frankenstein, kind of that aspect. I think we kind of all got that by now. So, yeah, anyway, he makes this lawnmower, right? And it's pressing buttons, and, you know, Elizabeth's over here, and she's like, okay, close your eyes, and then pulls it off, and like, yeah, and she's standing there pressing buttons like, oh, press this to turn it on, and this, and the lawnmower starts coming, and everybody's just like, get out of the way, oh God, get out of the way. Yep, that's it. Poor Elizabeth got eat by her dad's new lawnmower that her boyfriend / fiance made. So, yeah, that's great. So, of course, he's so distraught, and he obviously loved her very much and still wants to marry her. So, and this is where that comes in. He keeps every part. He doesn't keep every part. He keeps... I'm getting ahead of myself. He keeps her decapitated head, right? And puts it in his little... It looks kind of like an ice chest a little bit, but or a fish tank. But then later it's a... ice box or whatever, and it don't really make any sense to me, but I don't know. So he keeps her head in there in this purple shit, which I guess is supposed to, like, I don't know, preserve the head or whatever. And then he writes her a note, and then apparently I think he's got her hand. I think it's her hand. Might have been somebody else's. I don't know. Could have been the brain's hand. I don't know. And this is like, oh, here you go. So anyway, we're going to fast forward a little bit. So he's trying to bring her back. And so what he does is then he's like, ooh, well, I could make her better. Let's give her a new body, a perfect body. So he's going to, of course, where do you find a perfect body? The strip club. Hello. Duh. So that's where he goes. And then he meets this girl, and he gets this super crack from Mr. Zorro there. Mr. Zorro, and basically, and he tries it on his little guinea pig. Pig explodes, and he's like, oh, that's perfect, because he needs so many volts and whatever for the lightning storm that just so happens to be happening like the next night, so, or like 2 nights later. So, I know, always, it just happens to be happening. Well, he gets that, and blah, blah, blah. Then he's like, oh, well, tells the main chick, for Zorro, the main chick, his main piece of ass. He's like, hey, whatever, talking to her, like, hey, get your hottest girls, and I'm going to do a competition. Whoever wins gets all this money, and la, la, la. So they've got like 8 girls, maybe more. I think it's like 7 or 8 girls, and they go up in the little room up there, and he's just like measuring and like thighs, and he's measuring boobs and butts and hands, arms, everything from here down. Well, and then he's like, oh, I can't go through with it. And then next thing you know, he's like, oh, you guys just want the money? Well, here, and takes the whole suitcase and forgets he has the super crack in it. I know, bear with me. So they all take and these, it looks like a bag of ice, basically, like literal ice cubes is what it looks like, and it probably was. I mean, it just probably, in real life, it probably was. But yeah, so that's what they do, and then of course they all explode, and he literally is just picking up their body parts and putting them in a bag, like 3 trash bags, and then sneaks out the back. And then goes and is like, oh, God, I'll put you all back together. But first, Elizabeth comes first. Oh, God, Elizabeth comes first. Let's see. Am I missing anything? No, I'm on a roll. So, yeah. And then, so he's pouring all of these. Well, he picks out the ones to put on to make Elizabeth first. And then he puts all their body parts, the rest of them, in that big fish tank / ice chest, whatever, full of that purple shit. Well, of course, he gets her up there, a whole Frankenstein type thing happens. She comes back down. She's not even laying down. She's standing up. Her outfit, though, is so cute. I think she looks adorable. And honestly, I think she's probably the best actor in this whole movie, because I would be laughing the whole time if I had to do that. I mean, granted, it is cheesy, but she's still a pretty good actor in this. I swear. So, and because what happens is when the electricity hits her, it actually hits through that fish tank thing And her brain becomes all these different girls, and she's like not herself. She's literally like all these girls. So through the rest, like this whole thing, and she escapes, of course. She's like, hey, you want a good time? Blah, blah. And it's hilarious. Her mouth. I can't even do it. I'm sure I've shown a picture by now. But yeah, so she goes, of course, to the strip club, and she's talking to everybody, and then she picks this one guy up off the street, but every person she gets with, or kisses, or screws, whatever, she electrocutes them, and they explode. So that's great. Yeah, well, this happens in the strip club, after she's eaten 10 pounds of pretzels, and Zorro's there and is like, that's not your arm? Who are you? And then freaks out, and then Jeffrey comes and gets her, and then they go back to the house. And he brings her back to life. And then here Zorro comes. And then this whole fish tank of these female parts body parts are just all lumped together and nasty. And it's like, they're just all different body parts meshed together. And they get him, kill him, of course. But before that, he knocks Jeffrey's block off, literally. And next thing we know, if you don't want to hear the end of it, thank you. Come again. Bye. But I have to, because this movie's just so fucking cheesy. So basically, I don't even know why I have this anymore. I already got it. But this is... He wakes up. And honestly, this is the only part of this movie that I really thought was pretty funny, actually. Yeah. His serum only works on female bodies. And of course, when she wakes up, she's actually really pissed. Like Elizabeth, she's like, oh my God, what'd you do to me? This ain't my arm, this ain't my legs, this ain't my boobs, what are you doing? Yeah. So she's pissed. So when she goes, and obviously the serum or whatever, she says it's a serum, but the purple shit or whatever is only useful or only works on female bodies. So I bet you guess where I'm going, because she's got, his head. Maybe I won't spoil it then. Oops. So yeah, that's pretty much that movie. It wasn't the greatest movie. It wasn't as bad as Thanksgiving, that's for sure. I actually thought it was, I thought she was adorable. I thought she looked way better afterwards. Duh. But as Frankenhooker, but it is a cheesy 80s movie or 90s movie. So yeah, lots of boobs in it. So must be booby or something. But yeah, if you want to watch it and you like stuff like that, then I would say go for it. Go ahead and watch it. But if not, then yeah, it still sucked. That doesn't change anything because it's a cute little 80s. I keep saying 80s. It's a little 1990 horror comedy flick. Oh boy. But it sucked. It really sucked. Like, for me, the storyline was there. But then it's like, what? I don't know. It's like if Weird Science just... I don't know. It kind of reminded me of Weird Science, but... different. So yeah, anyways, thank y'all for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, because it really helps my tiny ass channel. And I hope y'all enjoyed that, and I hope to be doing more movie reviews since I feel a lot more like myself. And yes, my teeth still kind of hurt, but that's okay. Wisdom teeth. So yeah, tune in next Monday for something else. Or if you want to request something and I can possibly do it, or try to do it, or whatever, then just comment down below. So yeah, thank y'all for watching, and don't forget to keep it rockin'.